Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Chahande. Guys, we are here to learn electrical machine design. So, our today's topic is heating time constant and cooling time constant. Okay, so let's get started. As the objective of today's lecture is to learn the definitions and notations of heating time constant and similarly of cooling time constant. Okay, so let us see what is the definition. So, at the end of this lecture, you will be able to understand the meaning of heating time constant and cooling time constant along with their notation and specified values. So again, moving forward, we have the heating time constant, that is, let us consider the equation of heating time constant, that is, we are having theta equals to the theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus t upon th. Okay, in the previous lecture guys, we have derived this relation, that is the temperature rise of machine when it is heating. Okay, the temperature rise of machine when it is heating. So from the relation we can see that is theta equals to the theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus t upon th, where theta is the temperature, theta m is the maximum value of temperature that machine attains. Okay, again minus that is 1 minus e to the power minus t upon th, where t is the actual value of time of machine run. Okay, machine running time is there. Okay, and th is the heating time constant. Okay, and the value signified by the th, that is equals to the gh upon s lambda, where g is the weight of machine in kilogram. Okay, gh, h is the specific heat, s is the surface area, and lambda is the specific heat dissipation. Okay, that is the emissivity we can say. Okay, so for any condition, if we have to derive any constant, the overall equation has to be considered a constant only. Okay, so here as you are seeing, the t is variable in nature, so we have to put that t equals to the th, that is overall equation can be considered as a constant only. So here putting t equals to the th in the above expression, we can get theta equals to theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus 1. Why 1? Because we have put t equals to the th, so overall value will be equals to the minus 1. So again, moving forward, you can see theta equals to the 0.632 times of the theta m. Why? Because the value of e to the power minus 1 equals to the 0.368. Okay, e to the power minus 1 value is the 0.368. So from the relation you can see that is theta equals to the theta 0.632 into theta m. This is the value of heating time constant. Okay, what we have done here, we have considered the relation of temperature rise of machine when it is heating, that is the theta equals to the theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus t upon th. Okay, so for considering the overall constant, we have to put t equals to th, that is variable quantity t should be equals to the constant quantity, that is th. th is constant. Why constant? Because the weight of machine is constant, surface area is constant, specific heat for the particular machine, specific heat for the particular material is constant, and again the emissivity depends on the surface area, so that emissivity is also constant. So the overall value th is equal to the constant, but here t is varying, that is the temperature of machine, that is theta is varying with respect to t. As the time is getting increased, time is getting varied, the temperature is also getting varied, so we have to put that t equals to the th. So overall condition can be considered that t equals to th in the above expression. So we get theta equals to the theta m in bracket 1 minus e to the power minus 1. Okay, so overall condition can be considered that theta equals to the 0.632 theta m, where theta m is the maximum value of temperature. So from the above relation we can define the heating time constant as the time taken by machine, okay, the time taken by any electrical machine to attain 0.632 of its final steady temperature rise. Okay, means whatever the temperature the machine is attaining, okay, whatever the temperature the machine, electrical machine is attaining, that should be equals to the 0.632 times of the maximum value of temperature. Then and only then we can say the final steady temperature value of machine has been attained, means there will be no any temperature rise beyond that point. So this is about the heating time constant. Okay guys, now moving forward, again we have the second one, that is the cooling time constant. So again, considering the equation of heating time constant, that is theta equals to the theta I in bracket theta equals to theta I into e to the power minus t upon tc. We have derived the relation in the previous lectures for the temperature rise of machine when it is heating, as well as for the cooling. Why cooling? Because once the motor gets switched off, okay, once the motor gets switched off, then the motor will attain its initial value of temperature. So here we have considered the theta I stands for the initial value of temperature, and again tc is nothing but the cooling time constant. C stands for the cooling. Okay, in the previous slide we have seen th, where h stands for the heating time constant and C stands for the, here that is Tc stands for the cooling time constant, C stands for the cooling, S stands for the heating. Okay, so the relation can be related as theta equals to the theta I into e to the power minus t upon tc. Okay, so again here t is varying, okay, as the temperature getting increased with respect to the time. So the time is not constant, so we have to make the overall relation constant. We have to get certain constant, that is cooling time constant. So we have to put, that is t equals to the tc in the above expression. So we can get as t equals to tc will become, that is theta equals to the theta I into e to the power minus 1. So the value of e to the power minus 1 is, that is equals to the 0.368, as you can see from this slide. Okay, you can check it on your calculators also. Okay, the exponential to the minus 1, that is equal to the 0.368. So again we can see the relation theta equals to the 0.368 into theta I, where I stands for the, again, initial value of temperature. Initial means once the motor, whatever the electric machine is there, that gets switched off, then from the maximum value of temperature, that is from the theta m, it will attain its initial value of the temperature, that is theta I. So we can see here the machine is getting cooling. Okay, the machine is getting to be get cooled. Okay, so we can define the cooling time constant as the time taken by machine for its temperature rise to fall to 0.368 of its initial value. Means what? Whatever the machine is getting heated earlier, that has to be get now cooled down. So how much time it will take? It will take, that is the time of 0.368 to the theta I, means whatever the temperature it has attained earlier, that has to be get initiated, that has to be get related with respect to the 0.368 times of the initial value of temperature. Okay guys, so this is all about the cooling time constant. Okay, so now we have learned that the heating time constant and the cooling time constant of the machine. Okay, so heating time constant can be related as what? That is theta equals to the 0.362 times of the theta m. Okay, and cooling time constant can be related as to be theta equals to the 0.368 times of the theta I. Okay, I hope all of you are getting understanding whatever I am teaching you. If you are having any kind of difficulties related to this subject, you can ask me directly in the comment section below. Okay, और गाइज आपको ये मेरा वीडियो कैसा लगता है, प्लीज़ आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए. अगर कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहते हैं मेरे वीडियो में तो प्लीज़ आप सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं. ओके देन, थैंक यू. इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल सी certain numericals. Okay, certain theory portion is there and we will go for the numericals related to the heating time constant and cooling time constant, and along with the heating overload ratio and mechanical overload ratio, as we have learned in the previous lecture. In the previous section we have all the quantities whatever I told you that we have seen in the previous lectures. Okay, till then have a good day. Thank you.